Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I have a message today for Leo, and I have connected to my guides and spirit to ask for a message for you that will be deeply meaningful and helpful to you as you navigate your journey, your spiritual journey this week. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am so glad you're here, and I strongly urge you to consider subscribing so that you can stay in contact with this high vibrational information every week. And if you're returning, very, very grateful to you, very grateful for your presence and glad to see you here. I'm also curious to know if you have any suggestions on any content or types of videos you'd like to see on this channel in the future. So if you have some ideas or suggestions, please let me know in the comments. Let's get straight into your reading, Leo, because we've got an interesting thing going on for you. The universe is sending you the Four of Cups energy. Now, this is a little bit of a strange energy to send you. Her expression is kind of like, meh, right? She's fairly apathetic, and all of these cups are doing slightly different things. You've got these three cups that are empty on the bottom, and one is actually turned over. And then we've got one cup kind of waiting in the wings that's full, but really these are the ones that are in her foreground. So the energy of this card is a little bit kind of apathetic, like a little bit emotionally checked out, a little bit not there. Like there's nothing that's making your heart or your emotions kind of brim over into that desire to feel. So this was a long way of saying this energy doesn't feel like much. It's almost a boredom kind of energy. So let me just go to the next card because I think it'll be clear when I explain it with both. We've got the Magician for the energy that you're feeling. So there's a desire to really push things forward. There's a leadership, almost like you can't wait to get going. And you're really wanting to forge ahead in this new direction. You feel like you've got everything you need to put your plans into action, and you're inspired to get moving. And I hate to say this, but the universe is a little bit putting some water on that fire. It's just trying to tone this energy down a little bit, not because you're doing the wrong thing, but because there's something you're missing. This cup that's in the background, there's something you're missing back there by just going forward. We've got this rooster energy that I talk a lot about with this card, and the rooster is that heralding of the new day, that wanting to strut around and show your new colors and show what you've got. And it's like you can't wait to get there. There's an excitement and an impatience with this energy, but the universe is saying kind of, hold on a second, wait, let me help redirect you a little bit so that you're even more powerful moving forward. So let's look at the next cards. We've got the King of Wands, Eight of Wands, and then going into the Star. And when I draw this King of Wands is like, he's pushing at me. This energy is just like, come on. He so wants to be in the foreground. And when you look at these together, like they really want to get things moving. They want to get the action started. And they just can't wait to jump into the new plan. The universe is like, okay, yeah, we're going to get there, but there's this going on. And this, I know it's probably backwards on your screen, but for me, this goes off into the future, whereas this is talking about the past, this direction. And so this is asking you to spend a little bit of time reflecting on the different ways that you've been able to heal and to really grow this year. Before you go running off into the new, they're wanting you to take some time to really reflect on this healing, because for some reason, it's very important that you start this new venture with all of your vitality, all of your energy. And the way to realize this is to understand the wholeness that you have gained from being, from healing. Healing brings you to a new place of holy. Healing brings you to a new place of wholeness. Holing, that's a new word. Oh dear. So you notice we've got these two streams of water, and it's nourishing the spiritual landscape, the water, the emotional psyche realm, as well as the earthly realm. So it's really looking at what choices did I make this year, this last year? Because again, this is looking back to the past. What choices did I make in this last year to support myself? What choices, what did I cut out? What did I incorporate? What did I do that really worked? What did I do that brought me the healing and the wholeness that was really successful? And for some of you, this was like a long-term regime. It may have been a new fitness thing, a new diet thing, something that requires a long-term commitment. 8 of Wands, you get that feeling of something that's far in the future that takes a while to coalesce. And taking a moment to reflect on these self-love practices that actually worked for you and that actually gave you the healing. It also brings light on what didn't necessarily work. What did you get yourself into that actually detracted from your wholeness and your healing? What made it necessary to heal in the first place? What did you attract into your world that kind of pulled apart or put your healing on hold? Or put your energy, I keep using the word healing, but it puts your energy a little back. What was it? What was sucking up your energy that it didn't need to be sucking up? So it's that kind of reflection, because I know this is going to be a big, busy year for you, especially the start. The energy of this card just is so pushing on me. So I know this is going to be a big, powerful start, like you hit the ground running. But without the knowledge of this self-reflection, it's very possible that you will burn up this fire too quickly, that you'll burn yourself out too quickly, and you won't have, first of all, you'll undo all that good healing that you did in the past, but you don't have the option for longevity. This and this card are all about initiation. These are beginning forces, energy that starts a project but doesn't necessarily sustain the project. But what you desire and what you have desired in the past is stamina, the ability to sustain a project all the way through and to keep going, to give enough to yourself and to give enough to the project that you have enough for everyone and everything. So before you go running off into the shining dawn of your new world and your new year, take a moment to integrate this knowledge. That is the cup that is full. So this card is like reminding you of, what happens to you when you don't have enough energy? What happens to you when you've been giving too much and you're burnt out? You get an expression like hers and you're just kind of like, You're checked out. You can't move. You can't do anything. You can't devote your passion to anything. And so keep this guy, make all of these cups just like this guy. This year, your challenge is to run with all of the cups as full as possible, with all of your cylinders charged up as much as possible, never getting to that point of burnout. Always taking time to recharge and keep all of that in balance, because the desire to initiate is so strong. It's just so strong right now. But in the long term, you're going after something that is long term. And that's not possible if all you're doing is sprinting. This is a marathon you're in for with big long-term gains. But you can't get there by just throwing short bursts of energy at it that burn up and then die. This is a long, slow burning fire. Okay, so you've got to tend the fire, you have to stoke the fire, you have to fuel it, so you do have to do things, but you also have to tend it and make sure it doesn't blow out. Okay, so questions about that, let me know. I'm still offering my special solstice/New Year's readings to really give you some positive momentum into the year ahead. I thought about making them doing like a more global predictive reading for each sign through this channel, but I thought it would mean more if it were personal, so that's why I'm offering them one-on-one. So if that's interesting, please check out the link in the description below or my website, trueguidancetarot.com, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have an awesome week.